Short, you don't have to take money from your daddy.
Around like 2 lakh rupees from home.
I don't do the part-time.
Wow. So hello दोस्तों, मैं हूँ इटली में and we have Indian students in Milan. This is Polymeep, Polytechnical University of Milan, and this is the one of the best university of whole country Italy. And यहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा international students है. वो बहुत अलग है, मुझे 100 में से एक मिल रहे थे. But yeah, awesome. So first of all, can you all please introduce yourselves?
Right. I'm Vishal. I'm from Hyderabad. So I'm pursuing a master's in energy engineering.
Engineering.
Hello, I'm Sadaf, and I'm from Jharkhand. I'm also pursuing energy engineering. Master's.
Hi, I'm Supratik. I'm from West Bengal and I'm also pursuing energy engineering here.
Very nice. So first of all, most important question, why Italy? Because कहा जाता है कि like, you know, Germany has more opportunities. Same cost of living. यहाँ पे cost of living, in fact, Germany से भी ज़्यादा है. But less opportunities. So can you counter that and why Italy?
Okay, so first thing, why Italy? You need to look Italy. Italy as a whole, if you see just in terms of numbers, if you compare the economy and all that, of course it's less. But specifically if you talk about renewable energy sector, so Italy is one of the promising country where the growth in renewable energy is a lot. There's a lot of potential. So in terms of like my course, I would say why not Italy? And second thing is Italy is beautiful, much beautiful than Germany. So why not?
Yeah, for me, it's like the scholarship factor. Like there are regional scholarships here in Italy, which provide like need-based scholarships. So if you have an income less than 12,000 euros per year for your family, and they give you a huge amount of money. Like for me, at least, it's a huge amount. It's around 7,000, more than 7,000 euros per year. So it's pretty good. Like it covers up all my spending here. So
Cost of living भी free है, हर चीज़ paid है ना?
paid, yeah.
Everything. So you pay zero.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
pay zero actually with a scholarship. If you save that one, you'll be paying the rent for 300 euros with the sharing room. So it depends. Like if you want a good apartment, you're like for the single, it might cost you around 500 euros per month. And if you want a sharing room, it's like 300 to 350 euros per month.
That is actually very affordable. So आपने immediately you have countered the argument that Germany में same cost of living, because here apartment rent is 1600 to 1800. But because you are students, you have been given the opportunity for scholarship. ये वाली scholarship Germany में नहीं है. In fact, Technical University of Munich, I can counter that they have started to introduce. They're planning to introduce tuition fee from next year because they're overwhelmed by students. And by the way, this video is brought to you by Fly with Singh because मैंने एक experienced consultants को hire किया जिनके पास experience है Italy, Germany, all over every country you want to study abroad. With this service, you can first of all get connected to like-minded students जो किसी भी country में जाना चाहते हैं, चाहे Italy, France, and you can reach out to them for visa process, admission process, everything. Plus a special discount on some tests like Duolingo English test. अगर आप ये service use करते हो, you will get access to all of these perks. Go to flywithsing.com and check it out right now. So you know this opportunity is extremely rare. So now next question, next biggest argument people share is that here, like, why invest in a language like Italy because opportunities are less here? आप Italian क्यों सीखो? Why learn Italian? Do you think there are enough opportunities to make a career here in Italy? So
In terms of opportunities, I see that opportunities are everywhere, be it in India, Germany, you know, all over the world. It just takes the right skill set. So if you have the right skill sets, and of course the language is important, be it Germany, be it Italy, wherever you go, the local language is important. So anyhow, you have to learn a language. Second thing, I feel that learning Italian is much easier than German because you can relate to the word. I mean, the roots are more or less similar. So it's like much easier than German. So yeah, that's what I think. Anyway, you have to learn the language first thing, and second thing would be that opportunities may be less, but there are opportunities if you have the right skill. So I think that serves the purpose.
incredible.
For me, it's like I think the opportunities are a bit less as comparable. Like the salaries are pretty low here.
25,000
Yeah,
average. Yeah,
even it is
45.
lower than 25,000 if you're considering like the first year or second year of your job. So it's pretty much lower as compared to other Northern European countries. But if you see from the purchasing power parity argument, then it is pretty good because the cost of living is truly like very cheap. Like if you know what to buy and what not to buy, you can easily adjust your life. But also again, like the most of the opportunities here are not like core engineering related that you get after your graduation. They're more like sales and all these jobs. So that's why like if you are into engineering, you may not like the job. That's the thing.
As of now, for me, it's like it's better if you're coming here to Milan, so it's better you learn Italian first, at least till A2 level, in order to have this basic conversation with the supermarket. And here actually the food is so affordable. If you want, you can just go to Carrefour or Express or somewhere. You can just get a pizza for €5. So I'm pretty sure, like for the non-vegetarians, it's very hard to survive here because here finding a non-vegetarian food is very hard. And that's it for now. And
Also, as a part of scholarship, like they do add everyday coupon that
coupon
we
of
get
€5.
That is pretty much you can have the lunch or things like
And
that.
even you can buy Indian groceries in an Indian store because there's one thing called Neha supermarket and they're like Fly Mart, everything. So there you can, if you spend for €5, you can get the rice, you can get the lentils, you can get all the spices here everywhere. So you don't have any, you don't want to invest much in food according to this place.
In short, you don't have to take money from your daddy.
Let's talk about the major because more international students come to polytechnical school as compared to computer science. Because most Indian students, currently go for computer science. Now, why this polytechnical school, and what are your majors?
Actually, as I said, my major is energy engineering. So I do not know much about the different tracks that are there in, let's say, talk about computer science and the opportunities over there. But if I speak about my track, especially energy engineering, then it's like booming. It's like one of the, as I said, progressing nation towards that renewables. That transition is going on. So it's an incredible opportunity for me personally to be here. If I talk in terms of other, I have few friends that are pursuing computer science over here, but to a level, I think after bachelor's in computer science and IT sector, it's more about having practical skills, the experiential learning that you get from projects and from companies and internships and all that. So for me, it doesn't make sense master science unless you are going for some research based or something like that. But more or less, for me, it's like it's an incredible opportunity over here.
Nice. And your major, and what do you think about the opportunities for your major?
I think for energy engineering, there are a lot of openings and everything, but the problem mainly is that they are all related to project engineering and the sales engineering. So these two jobs require a lot of Italian, like a high level of Italian. So that is one of the major reasons I feel like I am just using the university as a major stepping stone towards the US as for the PhD.
PhD.
Yeah, I hear in a masters in Europe, I find like they're very much into deep, they go into much deeper levels. So I wanted to explore the masters here because they would increase my knowledge and prepare me for PhD better.
Okay.
I mean, as of now, we are from the same energy and engine stream. So as of now, I want to explore the Europe. So after this thing, the masters and all, I don't have that much knowledge of the PhD and all the stuff. So I just wanted to work in Switzerland, and because there's opportunity for energy engineers in Switzerland, where it's a plus point because you don't need Italian language. So actually, I met with a company. So they told me it's a broad cable. So they suggested me that if you want to work as internship or if you want to work in energy sector, you don't need any language. So Switzerland is the best opportunity for us, for engineers actually, as of now.
Oh, because Switzerland has one of the highest salaries because it's not part of European Union. Because anything that good happens, people blame Germany for European Union because they're most powerful, and if anything bad happens, they also blame Germany. Right? They're the same, right? So here, and the next booming economy is France, right after Germany.
Yeah, of course.
So but is number 3 Italy or any other country? Which number 3?
No. There are much better countries like Netherlands, Belgium. They're much better. They provide much better salaries and much better opportunities than Italy. And also even though Sweden, I don't think it's a part of EU, but it comes under the Schengen region. So you can travel there and you can look up opportunities even in Sweden. So all the Northern European countries in a way are better than Italy.
Okay, now what are your plans? Because you have a plan to go for PhD. Yeah. You have a plan to explore the Europe. So now what are your plans?
My plans as of now is, of course, to complete the course itself because it's very exhaustive. And trust me, Polyme is one of the institute where you get to learn a lot. I mean, compared to India, because I did my bachelor's in India, compared to that, I feel like, I'm doing bachelor twice over here in just 2 years. It's very exhaustive in that terms. So my focus right now is to have that, that is skill sets that would make me, put me in a platform where I could look for jobs anywhere. So first is the skill sets that I want to develop. So since this is one of the good university that I've come across, so over here, after let's say 5 years down the line, my immediate plan would be to first gain a skill. Once I have the skill, then the world is mine.
Now, a most important question, cost. So, like, people don't choose North America because of the extremely high cost. Obviously, higher return on investment too. But here, it's like percentage-wise return on investment is higher here because they give you the starting point is very minimum and the return is percentage-wise highest. So, can you share the total expenses, how much scholarship you get, and stuff like that?
In terms of scholarship, I think yearly we get around, there are different type of scholarships. One is the need-based scholarship, second is the merit-based scholarships and all that. And then there's another few programs that are conducted like Study in Italy and all those. You can find it in the internet, a lot of these resources. So going by that, more or less you get around 7,200 euros annually. And that comes under 2 installment. And that covers basically in terms of, let's say, for a student, if you live in a shared accommodation and if you have your, there's no upper limit to expenditure. You can, go into luxury and you can spend all your scholarship money. But if you live a decent average life, then the thing is you can easily manage with that money. You don't have to ask, anyone or, and also there's opportunities to work part-time, which is of course available everywhere else as well. So regarding that, I think so it's pretty much more or less covered with 7,200 euros, annually.
Expense kitna hai? 7,200 basic? Like 7,200 you get. So how much you actually have to pay?
For rent, you can consider around 400 euros per month.
With food?
Yeah, no. I'm not considering food in that. 400 euros if you include the heating and electricity, otherwise the room rent. And for food, you rate around 120 to 150 euro at max. And for traveling cost, you get a yearly pass because if you're under 26, they give a discount. And the yearly pass costs around maximum 100 euros per year. So
wow.
It's pretty cheap if you see.
I mean, yeah, the overestimated of course, but the thing is like you can always go into the lower side. Like in terms of traveling costs, 60 euros is the pass that I avail.
Per month?
No,
Per year.
annually.
Per year.
Yeah, and I can travel the entire Milan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, actually it depends upon the zone, which zone you want to like. The M5 zone, completely 5. So from M1 to M3 zone, it costs you 100 euros, as we said. And if you want to extend more, like to M4 and all, it's tough. It costs you 130 euros.
It's pretty affordable.
It's affordable, and you can travel like in anything, metro, bus, tram, everything.
And
Covered everything.
this is very, very incredible. So overall, in rupees, आप पता ना कितना खर्चा घर से लिया? मतलब how much you have to spend a year, like for 2 years, 1 year and 2 years.
Yeah, because we get the scholarship a bit late, like it starts from the scholarship amount deposits in our account in around December, and there is a 5 euro coupon. We start getting it from November. So for the first 2 months, you got to get something from home.
How much?
I bought around like 2 lakh rupees from home, but from
Huh?
yeah,
I came to Italy, Milan, having just 200 euros in my pocket.
Really?
Yeah.
So कुछ खा लिया था कहते ऐसे?
Not exactly khali yaad, but the point is like what I did, I already got a place when I was in India over here, and so while the time I check in over there, then I have to pay. So for initial 1 week, I stayed in a B&B, which costed me around 17,000 rupees or something, which is near to this university. And of course, after that, like there are some expenses related to permiso, like the visa, the residence card and health card and all that, which is like a pretty standard. You cannot do anything about it. But once you have this thing, then the accommodation, the ideal cost is like 350 euros around here. I mean, at some places, if you go to the central area, it's more expensive, which is obvious. But if you move a little bit the outskirt area, and Milan has a very good connectivity in terms of transportation, so you can pay as less as 250 euros as well.
Incredible.
So it's like very
So basically, you're saying that you came with 200 euros. Rest everything you can manage on your own with part-time job, with scholarship, because you got scholarship immediately. You got after 2 months.
Yeah, but I do need to add this thing, like 200 euros I had this thing, but of course for the ticket booking, like the flight tickets and the initial B&B, I had covered it like back at home from home itself. So initial 2 months you have to manage. After that, trust me, I have never asked a single penny from my home.
That also you have asked in
And
initial.
I don't work. I don't do the part-time work.
Wow. And can you believe it? This is incredible because initial investment you have put in, it's less than what you would have paid in India
Exactly.
for any master's degree.
And along with that, our tuition fee is entirely covered, so we don't need to pay the tuition fee also.
Amazing. Aapka bhi same.
Yeah, same, but like I bought 5 lakhs in the starting itself, and
These
then
are rich people.
no, you're not rich. Actually, for me, it was like because I missed the deadline to submit my EZA value. So
What's that?
ECU is like your
Is the
income
value
certificate.
basically which determines if you need the scholarship or not. It is on that basis only you are given the scholarship. If it is less than 12,500 euros, you get the scholarship.
If you miss the deadline, you'll get half of the scholarship. That is 3,500 euros. Like split into 2 times. Like it's like for first installment you'll get like 1,200 euros. Before me starting it was very trouble, so I had to do part time like Glovo, and I used to work as a delivery person and all the stuff. And then for the second installment, this is the main thing because you need at least 35 credits in order to get the second installment. So which is very harder. And if you're coming to Europe, make up your mind that okay, the only thing you do is like study and just eat, sleep, and study. That's it. Nothing more than that.
Like it seems like there is a catch to it that you have to maintain the credits also. So for the first year you need to get 35 credits, or you need to pay back all the tuition fee and the scholarship amount.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it is tough. And plus Italian. देखो जैसे कि यहाँ पे बच्चों ने Italian बचपन से पढ़ी होती है. For example, they know what tray is in Italian. Like sometimes there are many words which you learn only by living for years. Like, you know, I have seen when I was learning Spanish, there are some words which are not in dictionary, but they're used. So that, so like it is really, it seems difficult. It seems easy to learn a new language, but it's very difficult. Yeah. So
I faced it. I faced it. Because
yeah.
Actually, it was like just the numbers. That's it. Okay, just like uno, dos, tres. I know just only these 3 words when I was going for delivery. But they have different types of numbering systems like dos, tres. So I don't know because I was completely confused when tres do. Actually, 3 we call it a tre. They call tres do piano. It's completely different. So you learn it when you explore everything. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, वही कुछ लोग C1, C2 भी कर लेते हैं.
Yeah,
C1,
exactly.
C2 के बाद भी like you cannot adapt because like every city has different dialect and like
Yeah.
You have, it's just like Hindi basically.
Yeah.
Every city will have different way of saying the things.
yeah, तो बहुत difficult हो जाता
More or
है.
less like if I say it in put it in this way, learning a language is altogether doing a course in itself. So and how did we learn our mother tongue? It's not by going through books and this. The only effective way to learn the language or speak a language is to speak. And if you don't do, even after getting all the grammar lessons and everything, it will not work in you.
Yeah. Most important question, आपकी सारी classes, masters की, किस language में? Italian की English?
English. Everything.
सारी?
Yeah.
All amazing.
Yeah.
यार ये तो
Maybe like 1-2 electives are there
Uh-huh.
Italian, but everything else is in English.
आपके भी सारे?
Yeah,
And CS भी सारे English में?
Everything is in English.
For masters, right?
For the masters.
Wow.
There is one of the undergraduate course is also in English, and I think it is like civil engineering, but everything else in undergraduate level is Italian.
Amazing यार तो मतलब सिर्फ survive करने के लिए कॉलेज के बाहर जरूरत पड़ती है कॉलेज में.
Even in outside of university also, most of the officials they do speak a little bit of English, so you can survive also in Italian.
पर older generation नहीं बोलते इसलिए. हाँ.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Next counter argument that is that Italians are not friendly. वही थोड़ा सा कहा जाता है so उसे कहा जाता है कि नॉर्थ में लाइक मुझसे फ्रेंडली नहीं होते, साउथ में ज़्यादा होते हैं और लाइक यहाँ पे जैसे मैं बताता हूँ अपनी एग्जांपल. अभी मैं लाइब्रेरी में काम करने गया था. आई आस्क्ड देम कैन आई विजिट इट बिकॉज लाइक मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा विजिटर्स अलाउड इन लाइब्रेरी. दे सेड यस गो. एंड मैं बैठ के काम करने लग गया. किसी मुझे काम था 2 मिनट की मीटिंग थी. मुझे आके कहते हैं कि विजिटर अलाउड का मतलब ये नहीं कि आप बैठ सकते हो. मतलब मैंने कहा कि इतना रूड बिहेवियर मेरा कभी नहीं हुआ था। फिर उसके बाद मैं लाइब्रेरी से निकला, मैं कहते कि 5 यूरो दोगे ना तो बैठ नहीं दूंगी। मैंने कहा भाड़ में जाओ, मैं निकल रहा हूँ।
That's the rule actually. 5 euro दोगे तो बैठ दो।
पता नहीं मतलब मैं ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं हुआ। मैं तो ETH ज्यूरिख में काम कर रहा था जब मैं ज्यूरिख में गया, वहाँ पे मतलब इतने वेलकमिंग थे। तो लाइक आई जस्ट फेल्ट इट मेनी टाइम्स हियर। तो आपका क्या, कितने फ्रेंड्स बने इटालियन, सब बताओ। ठीक है, बी ऑनेस्ट, डरने की बात नहीं।
But मुझे याद है ना। No. I think it's just like if I be very honest, it's like there are group of people. Some people you'll encounter that are not that friendly. But then again, if I tell about my first day experience over here, I was like, I just came from India, and I was lost somewhere because I didn't know and everything was new to me. And I must say that it was an Italian who, by his broken English, guided me to the correct path. So, and also the fact that, you don't get to see this in India or elsewhere, that, at least in Europe it's there, but not in India, that when you are about to cross the road, they will stop the car, they will stop the vehicle and all that and allow you to pass. So what I feel is like there's a mix of people. Yes, you will encounter few people who would have that superiority complex and all that, but then again, there are people in North India, North India is in my heart. North Italy and Southern Italy, of course, they are more family oriented and this thing. But here, the work life, I mean, it's different.
Individualistic,
It's individualistic society, kind of type. But the more southern Italy you go, the more the family, the love, the bond that we see back in India, you get that. That's true. But over here also there are families, but it's a little less than as compared to the southern part.
कितने फ्रेंड्स बने इटालियन?
1, 2, I guess, maximum. Yeah, the main thing about this country is that like you have to really learn Italian and try to enter their group. Also, like these guys, like most of this, they are continuing their masters from their bachelor period, so they have already formed their groups already. So they obviously, like even in India, if you were in college, like if you had a friends group, you would make it difficult for other people to join your group. It's similar here also. So that's one of the main reasons. And also like I have heard that when you're doing thesis and you're like working with Italians and you get to know people, then they are pretty much good. Like you have to get to know the people personally and meet them every day, and then only like they're pretty warm and they're very good. But you have to get to know them very well.
Same. Germany में यही है, because North Italy and Germany का similar culture. For example, like you first like आपको एक बार conversation start कर दोगे, एक बार you cross that barrier, after that they're friendly. They help you even above and beyond. एक क्वेश्चन पूछोगे 5 तरीके के आंसर देंगे, but एक बार वो barrier cross कर दो, you have to push yourself.
Exactly. And also I feel like certain instances में that it's more like because we have studied in India back in India in like English. Okay, our textbooks are English and everything. But over here they study in Italian. So sometimes I have felt that it's not that they don't want to talk or rude or something like that. It's just that in order to speak English to them, they have to translate. It's not like as let's say as easy for them as it is for us, because we have been studying in English for like they just assume that English is our mother tongue. But it's not.
True.
Again, it's like it's easier for us. And a lot of times they find it difficult, so they do. But then again, once you cross that, as you said, the barrier, then it's like pretty much easy.
How about you? आपके बड़े friends Italian?
Yeah, 4-5, like 4-5. I have friends on. Actually, they are so good. I don't think that there's a barrier. Actually, as my friend said, it's the same. Once you break the barrier, they are so close and they're so welcoming. It's like, okay, the thing is like they don't speak in English because the only thing is like they are scared. What if they're wrong? Okay, so that is why they are scared to speak in English. So sometimes it's like if you're in a friendly manner, it's fine. But when you go outside and when you try to speak something or if you try to ask something, and they are scared to speak in English because you don't know what it turns out to be. So actually everything apart from this thing, Italian is very good.
I want to add one thing. In certain occasions, like I have seen that, like you can trust Italians more than Indians.
Exactly.
Oh really? कैसे बताना कब
Yeah, like there was one of my friend. He came from India, okay, and he did not have a home till October 1st because he came on like 3 days before October 1st, and he was searching for room. So he called up every other Indian guy, and nobody was ready to provide him accommodation. They were asking for money even for those 3 days. So he finally called up his Italian friend like as the last day, like last thing, and he told, yeah, obviously if you want for
Oh my god.
yeah, that's I have seen this. Like even Pakistanis I've seen are much more friendlier than Indians. In the desperate times, it is those are the people you have to go to.
And Latin Americans, आपके Latin Americans से भी बहुत आते हैं फ्रेंच बने या ना स्पेनिश बोलते हैं वो
6 or 7 persons as of now.
from Latin America,
They're from Colombia.
Colombia.
Chile. So
Chile.
they are so very welcoming. Actually, after the Italians, the second one I prefer to talk is like the Colombians. They're so friendly and they're so welcoming. It's like they even help you whenever you need. Because I have faced a lot of issue during my courses and stuff and all. They are the one who helped me than Indians.
Wow, this is amazing. Now, final question will be, final argument, what are the opportunities you get here? So you say salary to ho gaya, like 25,000 euros. But like, what are the all opportunities? Do you get opportunities just in Italy because you have Italian? Other than that, you get opportunities in Netherlands I've seen, and other than that, you get in Switzerland. These are the 3 countries which, welcomes English talent, or Italian, because they don't speak Italian. So can you share the opportunities?
If I speak about the opportunities point of view, I think if I'm not wrong, Netherlands, like after graduating from Polymy, you can apply for a work search visa in Netherlands based on your degree over here. So they have it's sort of collaboration. Some of my friends after graduation, they have moved to Netherlands. So if you study over here some certain courses like Polymy and all that, you do get to stay and get to work a work search visa in Netherlands and other countries. About the opportunities over here, like I said, it's there. It depends upon their skill. And to be very honest, initial days to all the students who are graduating, we think that we know stuff, but trust me, we don't know. We are just fooling ourselves when we say that we know stuff. Okay, first we need to get our hands into that stuff and get the experience. Once you have the experience, you can leverage everywhere. So that's something that that's how I think and how I feel about. And also recently, like I'll share it with you guys that. Should I share? Okay, I can share. That I recently also got a thesis opportunity with a company over here, which is in Milan, and the entire interview was in English. And also, the thing that I realized, there were other Italians as well with me who had the language advantage. But then again, if you have the expertise and the will and the desire and the attitude, they will not distinguish you. So that is something that you have to keep in mind. And once you have that, then the world is yours, as I said.
Yeah, like you don't treat Italians as a competition, right? Like
No,
this is collaborative, right?
It is collaborative. A lot of people, work in this. Like I have my roommate who works in an Italian company, and he's been working for like 2-3 years, and he, trust me, he like after every week or something, he has some interview or something. He asked me to leave the room. He has interview or something like that. So there are opportunities. As far as I have seen, there are opportunities, but it takes the right skill, as I said.
Nice. आपके लिए opportunities.
See, like I am looking for PhDs basically after my masters. So one of the great advantages is that like I have seen that Italy also faced a very hard economic time in the 2008 period. So they had also like a lot of PhDs left this country and moved to the US or other European countries. So when I looked up like the universities and professors, lot of people are there from this university who are working as professors. So getting connections in other universities, especially in the US, is very much easier because like for Italians, US is one of the prime destinations to get a job after a PhD.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And आपके लिए
As of now, I'm just focusing more on my subjects. So
and travel.
Yeah. So actually, I got my internship, but I'll be starting in September. It's like in the battery fabrication things. So opportunities are everywhere. Actually, I have my friend who's working in Webuild. It's an Italian company. So he has been working as 6 months as an intern, and now he's permanent. He's having a permanent job there in Webuild. So language is a barrier, obviously, for first thing. except the language. If you are getting a degree from Polytechnico di Milano, okay, and with good skills, obviously you can rule the world with this degree. Seriously,
It's like top.
top is
Top 50 in
yeah,
the world.
exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, coming to the hardest part is like first one is aeronautical, which is toughest of the core. Second is mechanical, and third one is energy. So these are the three hardest levels where you need to
Yeah.
you need to give your
CS की ज़्यादा नहीं आती था ना इधर engineering के लिए.
CSC. I have one guy who worked. He worked for internship like for 6 months, and actually in Milan, I think there's no much job opportunities, to be frank, because
Yeah, same.
he was searching for. He came back here again to Milan in search of the jobs. It's very difficult for CS.
Software companies नहीं है.
Yeah, but management here is like next level, because you see a lot of people graduating from management and getting and landing into good jobs in from Polytechnico di Milano. Actually, I have seen a few who are working in Nestle and Vodafone, everything like this.
Amazing. Now, biggest argument is about food. Americans to कहते हैं Italian food is world's best. You know, because America के लिए after Canada and Mexico, the most visited country is Italy. So can you tell, is for Indians आपको taste अच्छा लगता है कि pasta अच्छा लगता है? You love it?
Yeah, I love it because I used to have a pasta, but it was made by my Indian friend. He worked in a restaurant, so he knows how to make a good Italian pasta. And I have been to Italian pizzerias, pasta locations. Compared to Indian, the heavy food, this one is good. You like how much ever you eat, you feel low, completely low. And here the taste, according to
Completely low?
like low calories.
Low calories. Oh, low calories. Oh.
You can have an entire slice of pizza for yourself. It's like completely low calorie deficient.
Amazing.
Italian food is like healthy food, so whenever I'm planning to be on a healthy diet, I always choose Italian food. I eat from the canteen and it's super healthy. Like you'd never feel like stressed out after eating food, because like Indian food is so spice heavy. Italian food as compared to that is less spice heavy, but it is also good on the toes. It's not like it is completely bland like the Northern European food. It is good on the toes, but again it is also super healthy. So one of the major reasons I like Italian food.
Yeah, मतलब I don't eat like beef sausage. Germany में हर जगह beef sausage. I was like very bored. But here like you have vegetarian options. At least you can ask them remove meat from pasta. They will be okay. Right?
Yeah, no, it's like, do you have pasta like a Parmigiano, and you have a pomodoro, and
Yeah, so
you
there is
have
a lot of
spinach.
cheese actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so you can have cheese, and the difference between cheese here and cheese in India is like the cheese here is really good. Like the taste of it is completely different. Indian cheese is like factory made. It's not like the one you get here. That's it.
Yeah.
All of these are true, but my view is polar opposite to what these guys said.
आपको Indian food ना मेरी तरह ना Indian food.
I'll tell you very honestly. Okay, the thing is, the pasta, the pizza, they are good. Okay, for a meal or 2 meals or something like that. But I cannot survive without having that spices, that tinginess, that that flavors. For me, biryani, tandoori masala, paneer tikka, all of these are like I have been so used to it that if I don't have it like in, let's say, 2 or 3 days, I will be craving for it, even if I have a white pasta. So all of these are fancy, and these are like pizza, and trust me, sometimes I even feel that Domino's pizza is better than.
मेरे साथ भी हो. For example, I agree as well.
See, I'll be very honest.
I agree.
To the people who say, okay, the pizza over here is the best, the blah 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 blah, they are going by the by the norms that has been dictated to them, that these are the best thing. Okay, but trust me, if you are honest with yourself, answer this question to yourself: Do you get satisfied after eating that pizza, or do you prefer eating more, masala? Yeah, exactly.
So
Being an Indian, this is what it is.
Same. I think fresh pizza, one time I loved it too. But like I ate a pizza after 2 hours at the fridge. It tastes worse than some like Domino's pizza. Like because it's like so soggy लाइक अब यहाँ पे सिर्फ फ्रेश पिज्जा आप खा सकते हो, फ्रेश फूड खा सकते हो, क्योंकि इनका फूड बहुत ही फ्रेश होता है, इसमें प्रिजर्वेटिव्स नहीं होते, तो 1-2 घंटे बाद खत्म है इनका।
Yeah, actually,
Right? Agree, right?
Yeah, Italy has the tradition of
Now you're
like,
speaking the truth.
like the thing is that when America went first food, Italy had a tradition. They began a new tradition called as slow cooking, slow eating. Okay, so that's why they prefer, you know, slow cooking and like the fresh food,
Fresh
over
food.
the fast food. That's the
Amazing. So now last question. Sorry, इतना time नहीं आपका. So last question, what will be the final advice for students? कौन से स्टूडेंट्स आ सकते हैं आपके पास? कौन सी बैचलर्स डिग्री है? मैकेनिकल सब. So okay. So what are the students जिनके लिए डिमांड है? Can you share like who can choose Italy?
I would think like energy, mechanical, and even civil engineering. Okay, and aerospace to some extent, because you're graduating from Polyme, you are again like the elite class of aerospace engineers in this country. So obviously these four I would say. And other than that, there are also opportunities for electronics engineers as well, as because there are lot of electronics companies here. But computer science, I would say you can do the degree here because the cost is very less, and then obviously move back to India. Even India is better.
Absolutely, computer science, software hub, yeah.
And let's not miss the point that, just to add to what he already said, that Italy and Milan specifically is a hub of fashion, So people who are into luxury, luxury brands and brand management and all of those courses that, typically Indians don't consider as a course. So those things are like very booming over here. So if you are a design student, if you are an architecture student, if you are into that brand management, then Italy is a perfect place for you, apart from the engineers that he already mentioned.
Awesome. यही मेरा बैग फट गई मेरी, ये भी बैग मेरा तोड़ देगा. ओके चलो, हाँ बच गया, हाँ बताओ.
Actually, I agree with this too, guys, but it's better, yeah. For the luxury management, yeah, you have a good opportunities here, but the only thing is like the language. That's the only thing I suggest you. It's better you at least learn at least until A1 level
From India.
From India. So because here you have a community where you can enroll for Italian language courses until some A2 or B2 level. It depends upon you.
And it is free as well.
Yeah,
it is free. Like commune basically means community centers for each commune. So there they provide a lot of like food things, like these language classes, and there are other helps they provide also. Some residence card or something, I don't know exactly, but they help you out a lot, so you can travel, go to the community centers there.
The good thing is it's totally free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for learning the
He
language.
is the one who is learning. And
सबसे ज़्यादा किसकी अच्छी इटालियन है? कितना टाइम लगा? 1 साल?
No, I'm still learning. But the thing is, I joined like last year, September or something. And so far, I think up to this level, I can understand the conversations. I can speak tuta puta. And but then again, yeah, there's more learning to be done. So hopefully, let's see by the end of the course.
The problem is like if you are handling the courses here in Polyme, you cannot handle all this together. Like another reason why computer science people, I don't think they come to Polyme is because of the course load. Here everything is extremely theoretical. Like it is like if you say India is theoretical, like it is 10 times more theoretical here.
Oh.
Like all the exams I've heard, like people go on Erasmus to different other universities. There they do projects. Here we write exams.
Oh my God.
Oral exams along with written exams.
Oh.
So it's like you have to
degree नहीं देंगे
मतलब इतना सच इतना डिफिकल्ट है, मतलब थियोरेटिकल पे रट्टा मारना बहुत पड़ता है.
Yeah, you cannot cover the entire syllabus if you do Rattabazi.
Focus, understand everything in depth, and then we
Like
can just
most
at least
of the
give the
classes,
paper.
on average, we'll have 8 hours of classes per week per subject. So like for the second and third semester, I had around 32 hours of classes every week.
Yeah.
Like there are no labs, only classes, 32 hours.
That is sad. Like थोड़ा practical होना चाहिए.
I mean, it's exhaustive, but then again,
You get to
within the course itself, let's say that this is India Mirror, if I compare it, like I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and I studied about so many stuffs, okay, but I didn't know कि pump कैसा दिखता है, compressor कैसा दिखता है. I studied about all the compression ratio, blah blah blah, but I never that I still managed and I passed by flying colors. So that being said, over here I feel first what they do is they assume that since the people are coming from different backgrounds, so first let's lay the foundation, the base of what is about to come. And very much I would say that at the end of the course, they have some kind of project works, like you have to do the assessment of a wind power plant, or you have to design a solar power plant and something like that. So what I have seen, these things are something that you cannot do if you don't have that background knowledge. So I think it's a pretty much necessary also, and of course it's exhaustive. So you cannot expect to come and poly me and not find it exhaustive. It's one of the best. The reason why it is the best, because it is based on a very structural learning.
True. And last thing is कि यहाँ पे less people speak English as compared to Germany, so language सीख के आना.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much everyone. बहुत अच्छा लगा. It was very informative. Thank you for so much time. Thank you.